Hello, you. Hi. Hello,
Hi.
pissheads. Hello. Welcome, pissheads, to this number 13 of Adele Cliff and Colin Lego's properly impressive show. Adele, how are
Yeah.
you? How are you?
Oh, just splendid. Thanks, Colin.
Hmm.
Bump. I've stuck the lava lamp on again, feeling celebratory.
Hey, nothing says celebratory more than moving lava. Yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
at all. People
mm,
famously celebrate when volcanoes erupt near their houses. It's
yeah,
all they do. They go, "Oh, what a
yeah.
absolute blessing this is."
Do you think the first person to invent the lava lamp used actual lava and it was just an absolute failure?
We may never know because they burnt off their hands. It was probably in a time before film, and they couldn't write down what they'd done
Mm,
because
yeah.
unless they were really
Uh,
good at using a pen with their feet or their mouth or something.
I mean, who knows? I mean, I've never seen it on any kind of documentaries or anything, but it's something we need
Yeah,
to explore. We need to explore into that.
we do.
Um, welcome to this. This is the Properly Impressive Show. If you haven't joined us before, where have you been for the last
What on
13
earth have you
weeks?
been doing the last 14, 13 weeks?
Crazy. This show is all about impressiveness. Me and Adele are very impressive people. You can see that
You
from
can
just
tell.
looking at us. Let's look at it. Right? And we love to impress each other, and it's all about that on this show through challenges, through our friends who we have on, and through ridiculousness for the next hour. So, I tell you what, should we just kick off and get some impressive people on? Should we do that?
Yeah, let's
All
get
right,
on some impressive people.
all right.
Who
Adele, who is on Team Adele?
Our joining Team Adele is a former Team Adele contestant, winner of Properly Impressive Show. I would say, I tend to say I've won every week though, and all round excellent, funny comedian. It's only Philip Simon.
Oh, there we
Hello.
are.
It's,
It's
it's,
Philip.
it's only Philip Simon.
I mean, in one of those excited, it's only not like, it's only Philip Simon.
Only
Sorry,
Philip Simon.
I
Okay.
couldn't put anyone better. It's only Philip Simon.
Brace yourselves, guys. It's
Yeah.
only Philip Simon.
No, I'm sorry. I tried really hard, but what did I get? I only got Philip Simon. So.
Yeah.
Philip, have you had an impressive week? How's your week been?
Well, I think I have had an impressive week because I put my back out a week and a half ago, and my physio cancelled on me about a week ago, which means I have effectively been I think this must be the equivalent of being in labour for about a week. I'm going to say
Have
that.
you told your wife that?
Oh God, no! And she doesn't watch me on these things anyway.
Fine.
The doctor has put me on 2 or 3 different types of medication because it turns out I am immune to most horse tranquilizers.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's quite impressive because I've survived.
Well
Yeah.
done.
I mean, to give you some idea for context, I turned over in bed this morning. I woke up on my back and I turned over onto my front. It took me 10 minutes.
I'm so glad you made it then to the show.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
My wife had to put my socks on this morning, so I couldn't bend out. So that's where I am.
This is a lovely view into your future. Imagine being in your 80s and just...
Thing is, I don't have to imagine it because I'm there.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna say something now which I don't know is true, but Team Colin has someone who can put their own socks on. That might not be true, but I'm hoping it is.
Wow.
And also on Team Colin is someone who has been on the show before, but he's changed his alliances and he's come on to Team Colin. Please welcome the very funny Mark Simmons.
Everyone is on top. What a show off.
What a show off.
There you are.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, I've hurt my back.
How are you, Mark? How are you doing?
Oh, good, thanks. How is everybody? I'm excited to be impressive.
Yeah.
Has your week been impressive? I mean, you can wear socks. That's already impressive.
My week hasn't been that impressive. I just haven't done anything. I've been walking.
Yeah.
But last time I brought something impressive for you to see, which was my first aid certificates from work 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I've got another certificate I found. Would you like to see this one?
Yes,
Oh, yes,
please.
please.
It's this it is. It is for the control of body fluid, contamination, and sharps.
Oh.
So I can deal with anyone. If any of you have a spillage, I'm your man.
From our body.
Only from your body.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
impressive. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
Phil, are you good at dealing with bodily fluids?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fill it.
Sorry? Were you asking if I'm good with bodily fluid?
Yeah. Can you match Mark's ability to deal with bodily fluids?
Well, I don't have a certificate.
No.
I mean, no one's ever tested me to the point where they've gone, here you are, you have a diploma.
Right. Well, I've just thought of a new round one.
Oh. I don't think we're allowed to change these on the fly. Oh.
You could call it BTEC the piss.
Oh, love it.
I've got a
Love
new
it.
round 2. It's doing a pun title for round 1, and I feel pretty confident.
Well, we these people are obviously impressive. We know they are,
They
but
are.
we need to prove that to the general public who are watching.
We do.
So,
And before we do that, though, some of our favourite pissheads are here.
oh,
We've got Jam First here, who I like that I get the. I know, yeah, you pointed to the wrong side of your chest, but there you go. I love the badge, see?
thank you.
And Ian's here. Says evening all. Evening, Ian. It's nice to see you. He also says so Phil's party trick is not going to be a physical one. We don't know that. But let's find out by asking, I guess, have you bought a party trick? Phil, have you bought a party trick with you?
So it is a bit physical, but it's also quite low maintenance physical. I can wiggle my ears.
Oh, okay.
Is what I can do. So I'm going to. Oh, there you've gone full screen. I'm trying to. It's really hard to get the angle.
Put your glasses halfway down your nose. It's good for demonstrating it.
They're not moving.
Oh no, well,
Oh yeah, they are.
They are a little bit.
Yeah, a bit. I can do that trick too.
I mean, it rarely comes up at parties, and not just because since lockdown people have stopped not inviting me to their parties, but it's something I am able to do if required.
Okay, well, I've got a good
Again,
feeling about
no
round 6.
certificate.
That's a new round I've added. Round 6 is predominantly an ear wiggling round, so that's great. Mark, have you got a more impressive or different party trick?
Well, last time I was on the show, I did an ear one where I made my ear squeak, and that's my best one. So this isn't as good, but I can do a magic trick.
Oh yes, please.
Oh,
So I'm just going to move one finger onto the other hand
whoa!
and back again.
The heck!
Wow.
There you go. If you get another one there,
Wow!
and then
Wow!
Whoa!
Yeah.
So impressive. We used to do it the other way round at my school.
unbelievable.
I think what we've learned from this round is that your guests, when returning for their second visit, don't take the round as seriously as they did the first time.
That's not true at all. Those
Because
were incredible.
I don't think my ear wiggle was anywhere near as impressive as
This
my
is
first.
Champions of Champions, and I'm taking this very seriously. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
This is it. The winner takes home. We don't really have a trophy. The
No.
winner can have. This
Everyone's already home.
Yeah, we're already home.
doing football when I was a child.
Oh,
Looks
lovely.
nothing like you.
I know. I live it.
Well, I'm impressed, but we need to move on to actual rounds of greatness and impressiveness. So should we do that as we move swiftly into round 1? Round 1 today, we are starting with some, I've called it audible trickery.
The famous round.
Yes. This is a round that me and Adele are going to try and impress our guests with something where we're going to... Now, Adele's going to do this slightly different to me. What I've done is I've taken a picture of some items, and then I'm going to play a sound of me doing something with one of those items, and you've got to kind of guess which item it is. All right. So should we do one of mine first, Adele, and then we'll do?
Yeah.
Because you're doing it live, aren't you?
I'm doing mine live. I've had so few live gigs. I thought I'm going to perform these sounds live. It'll feel like gigging. So I'm pretty excited about that. But go on, Colin. Which one are you going to do first?
Well, I'll do that. I'm going to show you a picture first. These are the items that I'm going to make a sound with one of them. So what we have in this picture is a skateboard, a full-size skateboard, a lint roller, and also a cylindrical table salt with salt in it. So there are your items: a skateboard, lint roller, and some table salt, right? So think of that as you listen to the sound for about sort of 15 seconds, and then we'll come back and you can work out if you know what I'm doing. So here we go. Here are the sounds. Okay. People at home, use those ears, even if they're wiggling. Here we go. Now, I'm going to say probably headphones help you there. Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound?
Yeah.
So, teams, what do we think? What was I doing? What was I using? Was it the table salt, the skateboard, the lint roller?
It was a very gentle action. It sounded like some sort of wheel was involved, like there was a turning.
It sounded like rotating. So it was either the wheel rotating on the skateboard or the lint thing.
Yeah.
Rotating.
I think we're discounting the salt early on.
Wow.
Yeah.
But,
wow. Mark, what do you reckon?
I don't want to give my answer away because I'm very confident.
Well, if you don't want to give yours away, Ian has said he thinks it's skateboard wheels.
Skateboard wheels?
Right, what does he know?
Wow.
All right, I'm going to go with the lint thing. I think it was that.
Yeah, I think we'll go for lint roller because Ian is famously on our team. So even if it is the skateboard, we still get this point.
Now, that's what I wanted to go for, but it could be a very gentle shake of salt. Could be very gentle, but I do feel like it's
the lint roller.
So I'm going to go with my gut and say the roller.
All right, well, let's see if both teams might get points, and even Ian might get points. Let's see. Here we go. There you go. Yeah.
It didn't like you rolling on its private parts, did it?
No.
Didn't like that.
You brilliant, that poor cat.
Had that cat have meowed at any point, that would have been really weird if it had been the skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was me lint rolling a cat with the lint roller. So points all round. Well done, team.
And points for Rob, who I don't know if he said that after the video started, but he said it in cats. So let's give him the points.
Very good. Very good.
I'd also like to say that Ian got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Try harder.
Yeah, try harder, Ian. Thanks for watching. So I'm very excited now because Adele is going to do something live. Here we go.
We're going to do something live. So there's a picture Colin can put up.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put up on screen, which is all the items I could be using.
Right.
So don't guess yet.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to do a sound. And then you've got to guess which item I've used. Okay.
All right. So...
Do that again.
I'm giving it away.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
I tried to on the right side. There we go. I'll do it.
We know what it is.
No, that sound doesn't count. That was a warm up.
All right.
Is this a different one?
Okay, this is a different sound.
Oh, crikey. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the sound. That was the sound of my physio treating my back next week.
I'm discounting the juggling, but I think they're juggling balls, aren't they? Number 14.
Number 14 are juggling balls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not them. Or the saw. I don't think it's the saw.
I'm gonna go straight in at number 6, but I don't know what number 6 is.
Oh yeah, what is that? Number
I
6?
think there was a kind of ratchety sort of sound, but it wasn't a metallic ratchety sound like 7.
I love the band Ratchety Sound. I love them. They're great.
I think it's the drumsticks rolling on something, rubbing on something.
Oh yeah.
Was it her cat?
If it was my cat, you've seen her on the show before, it would have been all wailing. Okay, we've got some guesses from people watching. Okay, Ian, he's going to try and win this time. He's gone for number 8. He thinks it's the recorder-looking thing.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And Rachel says it's totally 3. Well, first she said 3, and then she said totally 3, like that would convince us.
What is 3? The Henry
3 is
Hoover.
a little mini Henry Hoover. Yeah.
Oh, if that's got wheels, that might sound like that when it's rolling along the table.
Yeah. But I like your guess, Mark, with the drumsticks rolling on something. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 11 for Team Colin. And did you say 6, Phil?
Yeah, I'm going for 6. I still don't know what it is, but it looks like something that the stick inside it goes up and down somewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
I think we'll make a ratchet sound. So that's my.
If you take away the picture, Colin, I shall reveal it's number 6.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Gutted.
That's not how I thought it worked, but I'll take it.
I'd also like to say that Ian was wrong again.
Yeah, Ian was wrong again. He was right, though. So that's nice. Ian, come on. Get it together. Ian. There's more rounds, but we want you to do well. Rob says 12 after the round's finished. It's not 12, Rob. Okay. Right.
Are we doing another one of that, Adele?
Yeah, go on, Colin. You've got another one.
All right, okay. My second sound is going to involve one of these 3 things, or maybe more. What you have here is, from left to right, some hand sanitizer, some washing up liquid, and an almost empty bottle of barbecue sauce. All right, so there are your items. There we go, all squeezable, all
liquids.
All liquidy. Okay, so here's the sound. Headphones might help. This is more gross. Here we go.
I think I know what that is.
Okay.
I'm semi-confident.
Oh, God, I'm not.
I think I know what it is, but I don't think you'd waste that much of it. It depends how invested you are in this. How much money are you making on this?
Not enough to buy those 3 items, I'll tell you that. Adele, you've got no clue. So what do you think? I mean, what could it be?
I don't know. Rob has a guess, but
okay, let's move on.
I think maybe I think it was too regular of a sound for a nearly empty bottle.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's the barbecue sauce. Maybe pumps and a lot of pumps of hand sand being used to.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's fairy.
You think it's fairy? You think it's fairy?
I think it's fairy going into the washing up bowl, because that's the only way you could get away with using that much.
Okay.
Oh, well, so you can count it back.
Yeah, I think it's.
No, I'm thinking he's about to do the washing up.
No, look at him. He doesn't do the washing up. I think it's the hand sanitizer when it's at the end of the bottle and you're just squeezing air.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
what do you think it is, Colin?
I will say that one team will probably get half a point, if not a whole point, but I can't say why. And maybe I've misdirected you slightly, but let's find out.
We have some guesses beforehand.
Go on then. Yeah, go on.
Okay, Ian is going for the sauce.
Oh, yes.
He wouldn't waste that much hand sand. Yep, there is a pandemic on.
Yeah.
She thinks it's something to do with the sauce as well.
Mm.
And Ian is now questioning himself, having got the last two wrong, saying, although you did make a point of saying the sauce was half empty, it could be Ian. It could
be a red herring. And let me point out that Ian's not had a great run tonight so far. So let's find out as we go through the keyhole. Okay. Yeah, we don't need more than that. There you go. That's what it was.
Gross, but we're right.
It's on it's wet hands. It's wet hands.
That would have made that noise, no matter what you had. No matter what you used, it would have made that noise.
Yeah.
So it's not the hand sanitizer making the noise. If you put sauce on your hand and did that, it would be the same noise.
But if I'm putting sauce on my hands and doing that, someone's going to call the authorities to have a word.
I'm not happy.
Yeah, sorry. Well, maybe I misdirected. But I don't know. I think Team Adele got a point there. Okay, I'm going to put.
People did not like that sound very much. Manuel Trump says, "Well, glad I ate already." And Ian says it was crafty. It was crafty, wasn't it, Ian? But still, no points for Ian.
Got it.
Okay,
right.
Going to cover my camera again. I've learnt my lesson. So here's your 19 items to choose from.
Okay.
What is this?
Oh my gosh! What is that?
Would you like to go? Okay.
On a separate note, are there any awards for online comedy shows? Okay,
yeah,
back to this.
We've won none of them, but it's difficult to figure out why.
Okay, it can't be 5. 5 is like a candle, isn't it? I think 5's a candle, possibly. I
thought 5 was like Tic Tacs.
5 is Tic Tacs.
Is it Tic Tacs?
What's 15?
15 is a metronome.
It's not a metronome.
Oh, right. No, it's not that.
It is a metronome. She just said it was.
I think it's 13.
13?
The penguin.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a wind-up.
Could you play it again?
I can't. Hang on, I need to cover my camera.
Yeah, just wind up the penguin again, would you?
Wow.
That's too loud for a penguin.
People think it's the penguin, though. Ian thinks it's the penguin. Is that a sign that it's not the penguin?
Probably not the penguin.
Oh, come on, Ian's due a win.
Ian is due a win. Rob
What's
thinks it's the
10?
penguin as well. Rachel thinks it's definitely 3.
3? The Hoover. Oh, it could be the Hoover.
Could be the Hoover.
That's what I was going to go for.
But we're going to go. Yeah.
It does look like the Hoover. It looks like the Hoover's scared of the penny whistle.
What's 12? Is it nose trimmer?
12 is a torch.
Oh.
Listen,
it's not a wind-up torch, is it?
Oh.
Is it a wind-up torch or you press a button torch?
It has buttons on it.
Oh.
Does it also have a wind-up function?
It may also have a wind-up function.
All right, that changes everything.
What does a metronome sound like?
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
It's like tick-tock.
Yeah.
But you wind it up as well, and then it ticks once you've finished winding it.
I can't hear any ticks
you wound
now.
that for a very long time. Yeah, even with my wiggling ears, I could tell.
Mark, I think...
Colin, I think we could go tactically here, Colin.
Yeah.
I think if one of us does the same as Philip, and then one of us has a guess for something else.
All right, I guess the same as Philip.
Colin, what's your guess?
No, I think... Go on, Mark.
I had Henry Hoover from the start with this, so I'm going for Henry Hoover.
And
Okay.
I
Well, it's
must
going for
admit,
Henry.
I agree with that. I agree it's Henry.
You think it's Henry, so you're not going to split your vote. Okay.
No.
And I
What?
think it's 12 or 13.
12 or 13. So Phil has managed on his own to split his vote, but you two haven't. Okay. It is number 12.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You see?
Yay.
It's the way she answered that it also has buttons. I mean...
I was clearly not very good at lying there.
So you went for that, didn't you, Colin?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever it was. What did Ian
Rachel got
say?
it right. Ian said 13,
Right.
which is insane because I do have 13. It does sound similar.
Oh, you see?
Gosh. Wow.
As long as Ian fails, I'm happy.
Well, that was a delight. But I think let's move swiftly on now and have some actually impressive stuff from our guests. Shall we do that?
Let's do that. Yeah.
It's round 2.
I'm still high on the thrill of live performance from the last round, and we're going to let 2 of our guests, both of them in fact, have that same high, because we're going to get our impressive friends to impress you with some impressive comedy. So let's start with Team Colin, trying to catch up after abysmally failing to split their votes in the previous round. And let's all clap and cheer and welcome to the stage Team Colin's guest of this week. It's Mark Simmons.
Yay! Here we are. So I've got some new jokes to write. I've got some new jokes to write, and you're gonna find that out now. So I've got some jokes to run through. So I'm just gonna try them. So if they fail, it's fine. I'll just say it's rubbish. So I quite like this setup you've got here because mainly I've done Zoom gigs. And my favourite thing about Zoom is you get to change the background. Like the other day, I phoned my girlfriend and she changed her background to my best mate's bedroom. No, all right, that's all right. I don't know. I think sort of Zoom gigs and everything have worked everything out. But in the early days, I think sometimes people came on. I did a gig and this guy came on that no one knew and he exposed himself to everyone. Did you hear about that sort of thing happening? But as soon as he did, my computer crashed. So, but it turns out I just had to update my Flash player. Okay. I really like toasted marshmallows. So here's to all the marshmallows.
Hey.
So stupid, isn't it? So did you see Prince William had COVID? That was the news a little while ago. Which proves it is transferred through the air. Which I wrote about when Prince Charles had it. Just updated it. So I've got a mouse problem. I keep getting attacked by cats. I wrote one today. Where's the one I wrote today? Oh, a couple today. So I was seeing my girlfriend for a little while, and she said, "No." I said to her, "When it comes to threesomes, where do you stand?" She went, "I don't normally stand." Is that all right? That's good. That's a new one. I think there's something in that. Along the same sexual theme, our next door neighbours were having very loud sex the other day, and my girlfriend said we should bang on their door. I was like, 2 wrongs don't make a right. That needs work, I think, but that's all right. What else have I got? My friend said he's got an addictive personality. For a bit arrogant. Because of Brexit, the passports are now blue. So instead of a regular photo, it's a dick pic. I've got these. I really want to buy a head scratcher, but I can't work out how. So how long have I got to do for this? Not how long have I got to do.
25 minutes.
What's that?
Nothing. As long as you like, Mark.
My personal trainer in the gym, my personal trainer said that I should try the shakes. So I downed some caffeine. I did a dick pic and it leaked, so I didn't send that one. My mum said she went in the loft and she found an old photo of me in a box. I said, "Don't sound like me. I'm claustrophobic." Did you know sex doggy? If you do sex doggy style, you last 7 times longer. Here's one. I've done it at 3 different Zoom gigs. Never worked, right? But I like it. So, and I think it's because I think I know why. Anyway, so I always wanted to be an MI5 agent. I reckon I could get them loads of work. I think it works with comics because we know about agents, but I think most people don't. I don't know. Maybe I could get them loads of gigs. That might. I don't know. Anyway, so my pet parrot sits at home repeating everything. So I called him Dave. And there's another parrot one. What's the other parrot one? My parrot says I'm always stating the obvious. I said, you can talk. My mum made a diabetic ginger cake. You couldn't eat it. I think you commented on that one when I posted that, did you, Colin?
I did, yeah.
So.
True story.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that time?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. That's those are new ones. Thanks very much.
Yay!
Thank you, Mark. And
Pleasure.
let's go straight over to Team Adele. And my impressive guest here is Philip Simon. Yay!
Oh, thanks. Hello. A bit less impressive. I've not written any jokes. What I've done is steal them from children and put them into a book. So these are some jokes I've been doing during lockdown. I did a kids comedy show called Schools Out Comedy Club, where kids sent in jokes for me to tell as part of the show, and you can see those on YouTube. But there's a joke book that's coming out this week. Yay! So, I'm going to share some jokes with you. These are some of my favorites from the book. I'm just going to kind of scroll through them at random, and I'll credit the kids who sent them in as well. So let's start with this one. What do you call a snake on your car in the rain? Is our windscreen viper.
Oh.
And that was sent by 9-year-old Ben from Finchley. So that's the classic. This one's a classic. You'll all know this one. But Marissa, 8-year-old Marissa from Pinner, sent, "What do you call a donkey with 3 legs?" All together.
A wonky.
A wonky.
No.
Mark,
Never heard that before.
You've not heard it?
No.
Oh, in that case, I should have given it a very different build-up.
I like it though.
Maybe you'll have heard this one. James from Gisley's joke. Why do hummingbirds hum? Because they can't remember the words. This is how does an octopus go into battle? Fully armed. That's 7-year-old Bradley. These are. What do you call a dog magician? A labracadabrador.
I like that one.
No, that's a good one. 9-year-old Josh from Newton Poppleford sent that one to me. Here's a lovely one from Isabella. She didn't want to tell me how old she was or where she lives, but Isabella.
Creepy.
Her joke is, "Hi, my name's Bob. I'm a goldfish, and goldfish have a 3-second memory." Hi, I'm Bob. I'm a goldfish, and goldfish have a 3-second memory. Oh, hello. I'm Bob. I'm a goldfish, and goldfish have a 3-second memory. Oh, that was Isabella. We like that one. Zach in Barnet said this one: how do hippos get people to do what they want? They hypnotize them. See, you weren't expecting much, but these are actually really good jokes the kids have been sending in. What do you call 100 penguins in Trafalgar Square? Lost. That was 13-year-old Victoria from London. Let's see if the problem is I'm scrolling through the PDF version I've got of this book, and I'm really nervous about finding a typo because the printer, they're going to be finished tomorrow, and I'll be able to pick them up, and I'm really nervous. What do hedgehogs eat? Prickled onions. That's Noah, who's 6 from Stockport. Tom, 13-year-old Tom from London. Why do you never see elephants hiding up trees? Because they're really good at it. And then the last one is, of course, hi, my name's Bob. I'm a goldfish. Goldfish have a 3-second memory.
Yay! Well done to Phil and all the children he stole jokes from.
Hooray!
I credit them. They all get a credit.
They do. And
No
if
money.
you get Phil's joke book, then the details are scrolling along the bottom, and you can go, and it's all for charity. So he's a better person than any of us. And
Person.
yeah, that too.
No.
But yay, thank you. What impressive friends we have. Thanks, everybody.
Very nice.
Ian's giving me abuse on the chat.
Yeah. Mark's
Is he?
already not been a fan of Ian, and now Ian says he knocked more at the kids' jokes than Mark.
I
mean, this feels like we're starting a
unbelievable.
beef.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Absolutely unbelievable.
That just says about his level of sense of humour.
I tell you what, though, it's nice that Ian's finally got something right.
Well,
Wow.
Oh, poor Ian.
Poor
Okay.
Ian.
Poor
All
old
right. Very
We're gonna
impressive
move
stuff,
on.
guys.
Before we do, I was just going to say, grab the details for Phil's book from below. Also, if you have a problem you want our help with later in the show, send us your problem in the comments and we will help you with it. Let's move on.
It's round 3.
Yeah.
Okay, round 3. Me and Adele have gone old school, just old school talent, and
Yeah.
it's oozing out of our veins. The artistic talent we are about to show you.
Extensive.
It's amazing. I mean, we're basically going to show you a drawing that each of us has done with our non-dominant hand. So the idea is that they're not going to be very good, which they aren't very good. Have they got to guess who's done what drawing, Adele? Is that what we're doing?
They've got to guess who's done what drawing. I mean, also points will be awarded for, pointing out the areas where they feel we struggled the most,
Yeah.
and why we might have found them difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, I won't say who's. So we'll take the banner down, so we have a nice full screen for these images. Now, I won't say who's who, but the first one. Let's go with this. I want to. There is a photo of what this should look like. So, someone's done a drawing of someone. So here is the drawing. Here is the picture of that person. So it's a picture of Adele.
Oh, she's good looking.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that nice picture of Adele. Now, the same person who has put that photo up has done this drawing of that. So there's the photo and there's the drawing.
Oh, that's lovely. Is it a portrait? Is it a self-portrait?
I don't know. If you... Wow.
This was with the non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. If you want to... There's another one there. If you want to see that side.
It's uncanny. I might change my headshot.
Adele, it looks like you've got mumps in the drawing.
Well,
Do you know what? It's a bit like if you watch the Great British Bake Off and they do those drawings of what the cakes are meant to look like, and then at the end of it, you see what it actually looks like, and you go, "Yeah, it's kind of there."
sort of there.
Yeah, sort of. Although arguably in that one, the drawings look better than the cakes, and I don't want to look. I think I look slightly less deformed in the photograph.
I mean,
but of course there is Photoshop there, so maybe the drawing reveals my true self.
I think the drawing looks a bit sort of Garth from Wayne's World.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it's very much so.
We've had a couple of comments. Ishi has said that's really impressive. That's nice, thanks, Ishi. That's sort of the point of the show. Was very impressive. That's lovely of Ishi to say that. Ian's gone the other way and he said, "Is that Ozzy Osbourne?" Ian, you are digging yourself a hole today.
Well, that's nice. So that was done by one of us.
Yeah.
Okay. The other drawing is here. It's not. It's like a new piece. It's not been inspired by anyone in particular. It's a lovely landscape drawing. Here we go. Of someone sat on a park bench. That's very lovely. Yeah.
That's a nice scene. That's
sort
of someone on a lockdown walk, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was done with a non-dominant hand. So whoever drew it is very good at straight lines on that bench. That's impressive.
But had real problems with the fourth one for some reason.
What's that? What's going on there? Yeah.
They were doing great and then
back.
got cocky. That's a. Does nobody else sit with their hands behind their back? I think everyone does. Colin, how do you sit?
I don't sit where there's a dog. I mean, that's very irresponsible dog ownership. If that man owns that dog, look at that dog doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting down. I'd be picking that right up. I think the person who drew this also has trouble with eyes because they've given the sun an eye patch. I don't think they can draw eyes.
Yeah. That might be true. Oh, Ian says, is that a picture of Phil holding his back? It could be.
to be honest, that is how I would certainly try and stand up at the moment. The difference is I currently will not be wearing shoes that need laces doing up.
Yeah. Velcro all the way for Phil.
Slip-ons all the way.
What I'll say about this is it's a lovely bit of colouring in. You've got some nice colouring in there rather than just the pen and ink of the portrait.
Yeah. So the question is this person shitter at drawing but thought they could disguise it with colour? Or are they better at drawing because they've employed colour in their drawing?
Well, that's true. I think it's pirate son. It's up to our guests really. So you've got two decisions to make: who drew what and what's the best drawing. So I'll just refresh your memory. You've got this Ozzy Osbourne version of Adele, or you've got this lovely dog pooping in a park.
I mean, the dog pooping in the park picture definitely looks like it was commissioned by the council for a children's competition.
Yeah.
And I'm very impressed with the non-dominant hand writing the word litter.
Oh yeah, that is good
as well.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with that picture.
And how do we feel about me?
Oh yeah, well this.
I think you're nice.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Mark.
Yeah, pen and ink, just pen and ink, straightforward. Yeah.
So,
this person.
I'm impressed with both.
Okay, so Mark, which one do you think Colin drew?
Now, I was listening very carefully to how you were both talking about the pictures, and when Colin said, "You look," did you say you look like you got mumps? Did you say that?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
When Colin said that, I felt like he was making a joke that he just noticed. So I don't feel like if he drew that with mumps just to make that joke, that's pathetic. So basically, I think it's Adele that drew that one. But if it's Colin, I'm quite happy that he did that.
Okay. So we're thinking that Adele maybe has gone sort of drawing of myself. Why not? What do you think, Phil?
I know Adele relatively well, and I could totally imagine her drawing pictures of herself all day. But I also could imagine Colin drawing pictures of Adele all day. So now I think Colin did the picture of Adele
Oh,
Yeah.
because I think some of the ways he was describing it was I think he's very proud of that. So that's what I think. And I think Adele drew the person on the bench who, judging by them, is vegan and desperate for a shit. So
The dog just done one.
yeah.
well,
Okay.
I am delighted to reveal. I'm not actually, because Mark's got it wrong. Adele did this lovely drawing.
There, look, it's here.
There we go.
Got it
There it
right.
is.
Wow.
Whoa.
I would
Look
show
at
you the
that.
original. I would show you the original of that, but I threw it in the bin.
Yeah. I drew mine on the back of my set from a
Just
while
got
ago, because I don't feel like I'm going to need any of that information.
The mumps thing was an accident. I just drew it and was like, well, she's got the weird face now.
Yeah.
So points to Team Adele again.
And a point to Rob as well. Rob got that right.
A mump face, yeah.
Yeah.
Colin drew mump face. Yeah, he knows my dad. All right, well, that was wonderful. So I think we're both very impressive there, Adele.
It's super impressive. Imagine that. Imagine being able to
I'm really impressed with the pictures.
non-dominant hands. What
I
are we
don't
like?
actually believe that that's not dominant hands.
Look, it turns out actually, if you want to draw it, the reason the fourth one there is so shit is I got cocky. I did the first three and I thought I'm really good at straight lines with my left hand, and then just did not focus for the fourth one at all, and sort of thought back a bit by the fifth one, but not a lot.
Wow.
I think you just sat on your own hand for half an hour, so it felt like someone else was drawing.
Oh, that's a different show entirely. Okay, we're going to move on to some things which you need, which is advice now. As we move on, as we give advice to you in round 4.
Welcome one and all to round 4. This is where me and Colin and our guests try and help out people watching with our advice. We're very good at advice. We're very helpful people, very thoughtful. We certainly haven't been abusing Ian for the majority of the show. So if you've got any problems, maybe an embarrassing problem, stick it in the comments and we will help you with it. So far, I believe Ian has sent us a problem. Yep, he has. He said that his problem is how to separate frozen chicken breasts from each other.
Oh, right.
Apart from doing so before freezing. Well, yeah, they wouldn't be frozen then, would they?
Interesting. It's an actual domestic problem.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
Do you want the actual answer?
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, go Mark. What's the actual answer?
You stick them in sort of warm water, and then after sort of 10 minutes, you stick them in another different bowl of warm water, and then by the time you've done that, they'll come apart.
Yeah.
And good night.
Wow.
I wasn't really sure to do that, but I thought I'd wing it.
Hey.
I was just going to say, if you want your breasts to separate, maybe take off your bra. But
yes. Yes.
That's all I've got. I can't believe we've solved Ian's problem so quickly.
Well, we've gone very practical. I mean, is there any more ingenious ways to do it? This is the question.
Yeah, I suppose if you want your chicken breasts to separate, you could let them stay attached to the chicken Ian and stop eating it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe if you want them to separate, you should tell the other one about one of the other one's affair.
Yeah. Oh wait, the problem is multi-layered. Ian has come back. He says, Mark, but I only want you to defrost and use one at a time.
Do you mean you want to refreeze a half-frozen chicken breast?
I think what he means is he wants to find the correct chisel to separate frozen chicken breasts, so he can just leave one in the freezer.
Right.
Well, in that case, you should just cut them. It doesn't matter. Just cut it.
I mean, if they're fully frozen, I think, inside a bag, just big hammer, just whack at them until they become separate things.
Yeah.
Right, you stop being vegan very quickly. Just pummel the shit out of your chicken breasts.
It's already dead, Phil.
It will be in a minute.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that would work.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, or would you just leave it out overnight? But then you've defrosted both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. Well, we've got a solution from Rachel who says if you drop them on the floor from height, they'll separate. That's good, but unhygienic.
They
We've got
might fly away.
which is a real problem, which is he's enjoying the show, but the Bake Off's final starts in 3 minutes. That is
No,
a very valid problem.
this is a real problem. But
It is
but it's fine, Rob, because I'm going to help you here. The first 5 to 10 minutes of tonight's episode of the Bake Off are just going to be catching up, reminding yourself about the people that you forgot about who got kicked out. So nothing's going to happen of any worth until we finished.
That's true. And also, if you wait slightly to start watching it, then you can watch the episode and you can fast forward through the first one or two ad breaks because to catch up with real time.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Ian says the hammer works with burgers. He just needs more patience. Well, yes, but not if you're going to use your hammer on them. That is not good medical practice. Okay. I think we've solved quite a few problems there.
Well,
we haven't been anymore.
I mean, and I think Rob's message about the Bake Off is probably a good moment to move on to our final round and do some puns, and then we can go and watch someone bake a flan. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a delight when we have punsters on the show as we move into our final round. Punda pressure. The clue's in the name. Let's do some puns. So, we don't always have guests that are adept at doing wordplay and puns, but today we have two of them, and they're both brilliant. So, we're going to make up some jokes just out of the air. Why not?
Let's go.
I'm going to nick them from kids.
Fair enough. But we need some topics, I think. Mark, have you got a random sort of topic we could just make some stuff up loosely based on it?
I suppose I should pick one that I've got jokes on.
Yeah, that's the wise thing to do.
I don't know. Crime.
Crime. Lovely. Crime. Okay. Lovely. Not enough of it these days. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Phil? Any topic you would like to do some jokes on?
Let's do weddings.
Oh, weddings. Okay.
Oh, a different sort of crime.
Okay, weddings. All right. Okay, anyone would like to start this off with either about these? I've got hiccups now. Either about these two topics. Any from the kids' book, possibly. I don't know if there's anything to do with crime or weddings.
I've got a wedding joke.
Go for it.
Yeah, I offered to do the flowers for my friends' weddings, but they weren't happy with the arrangement.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Weddings.
I'm getting married to my fiance Kate, and my friend asked if I've got a date for the wedding. I was like, "Yeah, Kate."
Yeah.
My friend's first year as a wedding planner went off without a hitch.
I gate crashed a snowman's wedding party. Talk about a frosty reception.
I organised a wedding. About halfway through, the bride said, "Can you break out the wedding cake?" I didn't even know she knew I was in there.
My friends are constantly trying to set me up with people at weddings, so I spend most of my time hiding behind flowers because I'm very socially awkward.
Okay, here's one I've literally just thought of. So it's a work in
Oh
progress.
yes, please.
I'm trying to write a book about how you help small boys at weddings when they fall onto their fronts. It's a real page turner. Something like that. I don't know.
I had one like that for the pun competition in Leicester. I never got to do about spinning boys spinning all over the place. It's
There
a
you
page
go.
turner.
Page turn.
I love it.
Something like that.
Amazing. Great minds.
I could adapt one I did earlier. So I started seeing this girl, and she said, "When it comes to weddings, where do you stand?" I was like, "The altar."
Nice. Okay, guys. Do we have any jokes about crime?
Well, my dad was famously in prison for refusing to use any full stops in his writing. He got an extended sentence. So, it's a thing, isn't it? Yeah.
My friend wants me to join his gang, and he phoned me the other day. He said, "We're doing a burglary. Are you in?" I said, "No," and he robbed my house. I got mugged. Oh, do you want to do one, Philip?
No, I'm just having a look through the joke book, see if there are any from the kids, because I feel I would do them a disservice to not include them if there is one.
I got mugged by quite a young guy. He was like, "Give me your phone," and I was like, "He's quite a young bloke." I said, "Look, take it from me," and he did.
I tried to escape the police by going through some nettles, but Sting got me.
I could do a joke about the police, but I'd have to charge you.
Hey.
I've got one here this is from 9-year-old Donny. 9-year-old, oh, bless Donny in London. What do you call two burglars? A pair of knickers.
Hey. Wow.
My friend got arrested for having sex with a police car. Said it was exhausting.
I was greeted by 3 policemen made out of bubbly chocolate. Aero, aero, aero.
I think the best criminals to rehab are shoplifters, because you can't help people unless they're willing to help themselves. I wrote that ages ago, and then someone did it on a TV show, so I dropped it.
Oh,
What do lawyers wear to court?
don't know.
Lawsuits.
Very nice.
That was sent in by 9-year-old Denali from Germany.
Hey.
Kaiserslautern in Germany.
Oh.
Wow.
I got kicked out of the Old Bailey for masturbating, court wanking. That was sent in by Charlie, 8 years old.
Wow.
Police hate going to mandated handcuff conventions, but they're very hard to get out of.
Nice. Yeah, I can't think of any.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Well,
wait, I've got one more that I'm going to try and make up on the fly. It'll be a real.
what a great end to the show.
Why not?
Do it, Adele.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. The police burst into my room when I was getting dressed and took me away. I was under a vest.
Wow. There we go.
Yay. What a climax.
What a way to finish. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us on this episode 13 of the Properly Impressive Show. We need to say a big thank you to our guests. Firstly, on Team Colin, we have Mark Simmons.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Mark. Always a pleasure. If people want to find out more about you or follow you, where can they do that?
At Jokes with Mark on social media. And check out my podcast where I chat to comedians about jokes they can't get to work. All of the guests on today have been on an episode.
Hey.
Because all of us have lots of jokes that we can't get to work.
Exactly.
Great. And let's big thanks to my guest on Team Adele. It's Philip Simon. Yay.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
And details of Phil's book are scrolling along the bottom. Anything else you would like to promote?
No. If anyone has any tramadol, I could really use it around about now.
Send all your prescription painkillers to
non-prescription too. I'll take anything. Yeah, but social media is all there. Philip's Comedy and the website for the it all does go to charity. So you're helping feed hungry children.
Of course it does, mate.
Phil has got 2 children.
My kids are starving.
So they could be hungry.
We
Thanks so
haven't.
much.
We haven't
Oh,
discussed.
sorry, I'm really sorry. I've just been told by someone in the audience I need to promote my podcast as well. Do you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to me, Rachel Krieger? I'm so
Oh, yeah.
sorry, my co-host. No one on this show has been on it because they're not Jewish. It's a Jewish podcast. I only just qualify.
You should listen to that. Adele, we haven't really discussed this ending, but did we want to say about we're going to take a little bit of a break for a little bit and come back.
Yeah, been non-stop high octane impressiveness, so we're gonna have a break to recharge our impressive battery. I don't know. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna shelve this show for a little bit and maybe come back with some charity events and some one-off specials for you in the very near future. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll cope. They can do their own drawings and make their own noises with.
Yeah, if you want any of us to, if you want a video of me hiding in a river, just speak to me on Twitter and I'll send you one. So it'll be broadly the same as us doing the show.
All right, my friend. Enjoy Bake Off, and let's wave until the
Enjoy
credits
Bake
roll.
Off final, everyone.
Hooray! Goodbye.